Hey, good morning. This is Derek Demore with Futures Demore and Futures Networks Live. We're here to do opening bell on this Monday and just wanted to see kind of what we did on the Friday before. Right now I'm in a trade, but I was trying to get out so that it didn't show up. But anyway, so opening bell, as you can see, we got in basically right at market and it only gave a quarter point wick. Took one off, when it was bouncing up and down, and then I took another one off at 54.50, so 6.75 on a contract, which isn't bad. And then I actually got in short at 39.60 and took 3 points on the downside. So right now, not a bad spot, to get in, and looks like with all the money coming in and things that we have a chance for the all-time high today, somewhere up in the 38.70, 39.78.50 area. And this is our daily chart. You can see that these are my two predictions for Friday, and we surpassed that quite a bit, right? Because we had that late 60-point run up. And so we were looking like it was going to be in this area, and then we just launched. So today we did have the pullback to some support and resistance levels right here. Not surprising, and bounced off. Today, I personally see this at least touching, so going up and getting close to the all-time high, if not breaking it, and then potentially, I guess we could end up hitting 4,000. That's right at the top of this channel. So maybe bouncing off and not quite piercing 4,000 today, and then hovering. It's going to be interesting, but that's right at the R2. So let's see for today. Hold on, uno momento. So I'm going to split the uprights here. Say we're going to finish either close to 4,000 or down kind of at the 10-day EMA. So we'll see what happens there. All right, let's check the other markets. So the MNQ, a little bit more interesting. I mean, there was a lot of price action after the opening bell candle. If you got in, you had to endure 40 down to 15. That's a huge stop. But then it did kind of turn around and went right down to the doji if you wanted to put a limit order down there. And then it went all the way up to 77. Now coming down to the 200 period and the pivot point. So it looks like the markets are turning around, which is kind of interesting after the early morning push up. We've got two touches here, so it'll be interesting to see what happens for the rest of the day. 1 second. So on the daily, we're coming up to this channel in the 50 period. Right now, everything seems like it's hard to get above this. So I think that what we'll probably do is end up, I think we'll have a hard time getting above this, but unless we do break this channel today, it looks like we're going to end up down, probably go down and test the bottom of this channel somewhere in the 12,740 area. It's going to be hard to break that 12,791 first, so we might go down and test that. But right now, this seems to be a good, turnaround. We had a nice up. So, boy, this is a tough call. I think we might break the channel. Let's see. Let's kind of look at an Elliott wave here and see where we are on the daily. Yeah, today is interesting because we spent 2 days below the 10-day moving average, and then we just had 2 days below it and back above. So if we end up below it, man, it could be really below. But if we can close back above, then I'm really liking where that's going to end up. Boy, this trade's going against me. So I'm kind of going out on a limb. I don't see much that's going to end up in this area. I think if we break this channel, it ends up down here. It could wick all the way down and then come back to this spot to close. So I'm kind of, way down in this area or up at 1388. We'll see. This is a really hard one. So I'm just completely taking a stab at this. Now my trade's a little bit positive, so good. Well, the M2K was a no-brainer at opening bell. It had a nice pullback. It had just been making a nice run. So perfect spot to go long, take it. So we made some good points there. Also got in earlier at 2200.7. So overall, this has come down. Looks like another good spot to potentially go long. Let's look at the dailies. Didn't quite get to my spot, my predictions. Thought it would get to the 2235. So that one, I guess I'll leave intact. We still are below, ironically, the 10-day moving average. So once we get above it, I see no problem with this going higher. And move this one to up there and see how so those are still my two predictions. We came down and bounced right off of the top of the channel. So I think long the rest of the day. We got all day to get there. So hey, Anthony Crudele going to be here April 12th, right around 11 Eastern. So join us there. We made positive points for breakfast again. I want you to come join us at Futures Networks Live anytime. And hopefully you're becoming a better trader overall. And we have fun here. There's a lot of great people. So join us. You're welcome anytime. Have a great Monday and stay safe trading.